Hi, it's me again. This is going to be my attempt at a self-portrait. Let's hope so. Now, I have no mirror to look at. I did this under painting as I was looking at a mirror, so you're going to be my mirror. And we'll go into vermilion and white. And who doesn't do a self-portrait with a mirror? Well, this is just an attempt. The base that I'm using is a compressed board, and so let's get into it. Right here is where my eye is, or well, yeah, is. And all I'm really doing is putting some flesh color in up under this excuse of a self-portrait. I have a real funky looking nose, so bear with me. This probably looks awful. And I don't think you can see the colors as well as I'd like for them to be. And I know my hairline is an awful looking thing, and I know I don't have much of it. This is going to be a darker part of my face. That's the part that is in shadow. I put it in shadow. I stood in the front of a bathroom mirror, and this is my my first attempt at a self-portrait. Added a small amount of yellow ochre to it to tone it down just a tad. That's good. We'll hit right here, right there. And I'm leaving the rest of this in, just like that, because I know I got a funky nose, so I'm going to leave that there. And also, my lips are not this big, really, nor are they that black, so I'm just going to cut them down some, the way they really are, the way I think they really are. And I'm not a portrait painter by no means. I don't think I am anyway. Well, I know I ain't. And I'm just going to touch right here. This could be also exaggerated self-portrait. I've seen plenty of people do exaggerated self-portraits. And I'm going to thin my lip down just a little bit. Of course, I've got to make sure I got straight lips, right? Alright. Let's try this big old forehead noggin that I got. Let's put some right here. I'm going to roll this brush backwards for the forehead, because I found if I just lay it in like this, it doesn't look right. But if I bring it back the way I know the head rolls, that makes it a little bit more better for me to paint on, and make it a little bit better for me to work with as far as the shape of the object, regardless of what it is. I'm going to leave that blank for right now. And with this one, I'm going to go right down to the eye, down to the part, because right here, if you look at me, I was looking like this when I did it. Well, I was looking like this when I did it. So right here, I have these, whatever this is. It's a unibrow, but I shave it off all the time. So anyway, I'm going to bring this all the way down here. here, I'm going to end it. But when I do that, I'm also going to bring a small piece in so that I know that my eye ain't going to be huge on this side. Because I've tried to draw myself before. And let me tell you now. Alright. We'll bring in some more. A little bit of color right here. Because it's starting a little bit of creep me out. I'm going to leave this right here just like that. I'm going to go into some shadow color, some shadow flesh color. Load it up a little bit with some thinner. And my last thing of a mixture ended up with a not a good looking gray, not a good looking silver. I'm gonna have to research that before I paint silver again. I painted it once and it was really good. I painted it the second time, it was really good, and then so on and so on. It just turned out it wasn't as good anymore as the first two mixtures were. So into this vermilion, whatever it's called, I try to pronounce it the way I know. Anyway, I'm going to add a small touch of white beside it, and it's small touch of blue into the white. And I'm going to add into the vermilion. We're going to see what this mixture does. We're going to see if it's shadowed or if it ain't. There's no big schnoz. Make room for it. It almost looks like it has no depth at all. Matter of fact, it does look like it has no depth at all. So how are we going to make it where it has some depth? Is there a way we can do it? Is there a way I can do it to give my face some depth? Because I see portrait painters all the time and they paint so good. Let's try some of this light mixture, this light flesh tone, and let's put some right here. Finish it on down here. Maybe that will give us some depth, a depth perception. Perhaps, perhaps not. Of course, if I have highlights on both sides of my face, well, then where's my shadows at? Let's lighten this side up as well, because this side was supposed to be in the light, but it's apparently not. Let's add right there. Let's add this part. I guess everybody has something like this. We're gonna. Well, I'm looking cheeky, huh? This might not end up on YouTube, y'all. This might be one of those deleted things. So if you don't see this on YouTube, I've deleted it. And if I deleted it, nobody's gonna see it. Alright, let's get some more blue here. Just bring it down here. This will be the shadowing of the cheekbones. It doesn't sink in, but I mean, some people it does, but it doesn't on me. Nothing on me sinks in, let me tell you. So let's take this and try to fix my lips. God, I know they're not that big. Alright, let's go on the other side of my face, my big old head, and try to do the same thing that's over here. Just try to finish this out. Try to finish this part of it where I know I have shadow. Oh, you want my lip. Gonna touch that. Leave it alone right there for right now. Anymore? Does it look like it's got some depth to it? No, it don't. It looks like a freaking clown. Well, this right here, we can take it and sort of try to work it in the top of the lip right here. Try to bring these lips connected to the face. Now I do know that the temple is right here, so that's the part that will connect, that will make it all look like one cohesive piece. And I know there's a temple here that also is going to connect the face. Now go ahead and put it in the ear. A great big Dumbo ear. Ears are always better in tone than the rest of the face is. That's why when you get embarrassed, your ears get red. Now here's the top of my eyes. So the the eyebrows will be right above it. So I'm going to place the top of my ear right here, and this bottom of my ear goes even with the nose. So it's going to be right here. So we're going to come up with the ear. We're going to finish out with some sort of little curl. I'm going to highlight part of the flesh. And I'm going to get the inside of the ear. The little knobby part of your ear where your earring hole goes and all that good stuff. Try to get in the middle of there. A little bit of that redder color mixed with some of the highlight color, a little bit of the shadow color for flesh. Just go into that right here. Just try to make it a little bit darker. And I don't want to turn into no Smurf, y'all. Let's see if we can make it a little bit shadowized right here. Alright. Now let's do some eyebrows. I have brown hair, but it's starting to look gray now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the hairline, but I'm not going to paint the hairline in. I'm only going to add it for a sense of depth to this face, to this head. And I'm not going to embellish it. It's going to be as beautiful as I am. I recently gave myself a haircut, and so I'm trying to stay true to I know my hairline. And yes, it's a receding hairline. I know this. Everybody I know tells me, Barry, you got receding hairline, or makes those receding hairline jokes that I'm so not fond of. Alright, now I have no hair, I have no part in my hair, I don't think. So I'm just going to bring this hairline a little bit over.
Dad, don't have a
Well, I can't paint that bald spot. And I do have a bald spot in the back. So
Actually, like near the top.
my daughter just wanted to verify, my 12-year-old daughter just wanted to verify that I do, in fact, have a bald spot. But we people, we're not going to see that particularly. And I'm sure y'all have seen my bald spot because my back is facing y'all a lot. So, yeah, enjoy. And now I'm not going to bring my hairline all the way over because, like I said, I don't have that much hair to begin with. But I'm also not going to leave this here because it looks like Chubby McMillan. So I'm going to take it how I know my face rounds. And I'm going to do it as best as I can, as truthful as I can, because I know I have a big forehead. And so I'm going to go ahead and put this in and try to be as truthful about it as possible. No embellishments. Try to. Now, if my hair grows out long, it's very curly, or it used to be. I don't grow it out too long anymore. But when I was younger, it would grow out. I'd look like a curly top. I had an aunt who used to call me curly top. I couldn't stand that. But now, sometimes I'd give anything to be called curly top again. Because if I was called curly top, that means I got hair.
Do you get rid of your bald spot now?
But that's alright. I don't mind. Now what I'm going to do with this, and I'm going to extend it over a little bit into the flesh color. Because my hairline, although I do have a hairline, I still do have scalp under it. So, alright, this looks like more like a mask, and it looks awful. So let's get a small, another bright, clean bright, and I'm going to mix it with some flesh color into my already light flesh mixture. And I'm going to add just a small touch of blue to it. Because this side over here, see, when I was drawing it out, I was drawing from this side. It won't make sense if this part is the light. Well, I mean, I guess it would, but this might work. Let's try it. If I don't look like some dummy. Let's try this on this side. And if we know we can't work it, then we'll do something else. Like I said, this is only this is my first major self-portrait. I'm not really a portraiteur. I'm a painter. But I thought I'd try my hand at it. Now, in the same mixture, I'm going to add some small places that I know the shadow of my face, all the different little places that I know my face shadows. I'm going to try to add all that in, still trying to stay true to what I know I look like, but at the same time trying to add a little bit of humor to it, hopefully. Now I'm going to go back into the the flesh, add more white, to make it wider and brighter, lighter and brighter, and I'm going to touch right in here and make it lighter. Right in here. It's like, oh, Barry, you got the cheekbones, don't you? Well, I guess I do. Alright, my lips, I can't see them very well, so just going to add that right there for a separation of that color, of that tone of flesh to this tone of flesh. We're going to go ahead and take this out since we're shadowing on this side. Go ahead and try to make this as smooth as possible. Alright, now these highlights are way too thick up at the top, so I'm going to cut them down some. That one's way too thick. A little bit more blue. A little bit more blue. And of course there's going to be skin down here, because my eyes do come out of my flesh. Well, let's go ahead and try to add some highlight to this big old honker. Oh Lord. Seeing I have the bridge of my nose is weird. We just have to make it the best way we can. Oh, best way I can. Let's try to take this up some without sacrificing that form. Because like I said, this is my very first portrait. And it may very well be my last. Let's try to blend this out. See, that makes me feel like I'm Eddie Munster when I do it that way. Now, go back into the shadow color of flesh. And I'm going to go up under my eyebrows where I know my eyebrows are. And I'm going to make my eyelid part. And this is going to be a little bit different because this side's going to be the light. This side isn't. Alright, now I'm going to blend all that in. But before I do that, I have to bring this, do it like this right here. And this isn't pure white, this is the light tone of the skin color. And then this, of course, is going to be right in there as well. Can we say bozo? It's gonna be a little part of my nose that is weird. There's my eyebrows gonna be. My eyebrows gonna be there. Let's go do some eyebrow colors. Let's go do them eyebrows. My eyebrow is sort of weird. Other eyebrows, even weirder. It doesn't make a very nice eyebrow, does it? Alright. Y'all know this really isn't me. This is just a dummy that looks like me. That nose, we're gonna take it nose and we're gonna blend that nose down. Or we're gonna try to anyway. We're gonna take it and we're gonna try to blend that nose. We're gonna blend that white. Try to wrap that white around that nose some. Try to fix this nostril to where it looks like I don't have two of them on the same side. Try to blend this some. Try to fix this where it comes up like that. Because I do have like a hump in my nose. And let's try that. Then we're going to take this and we're going to try to pull these two parts of the face together. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back into the dark, or rather the shadowed flesh. We'll put in a nostril right here. Take a little bit of this black that I use for my eyebrows. And I'm just going to try to form this nostril. The end of it anyway. Or the part where the flesh is there. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to try to pull it down to where it comes into the flesh with it. And we'll do the same on the other side, or try to attempt to anyway. See if we can do this. Like this. Because I got an odd looking nose anyway. We'll take this and we can sort of bring it out there. I don't have this. Oh, I was fixing to use the dark on the end of the nose. Alright, I don't have this part of my nose right there. It's very round, very ski slopish. But I do have shadows in my nose. I believe everybody's got some shadow in their nose. Where the nostrils are coming from the face or the nose, grow a muscle, rather. Take that. I'm going to go into the bright flesh color where the highlight would be. Add just a small touch of yellow to tone that whiteness down. Come around here, and let's see, just going to touch the end of the middle part of the nose, and the side right here, one side right there, and then